Welcome back. Now, Sarah Ferguson has just returned from Los Angeles, where she was carrying out a stack of promotion events for her new historical romantic novel. Of course she was. But has Fergie fallen for the Montecito high life during her visit? Because in an interview with the Press Association, she said of the Sussexes, "I believe very strongly that I have absolutely no judgment on any other person's life, and I look at how much Meghan loves Harry and loves the children and gives him a love that he's never had before." Well, I'm joined now by Prince Harry's biographer and top royal expert Angela Levin. I mean, look, it's so rare for any member of the firm to speak out about Harry and Meghan in this way. This is all very complicated anyway, because just a few days earlier, Fergie had said that she barely knows Meghan. And now she believes that Meghan gives Harry a love he's never had before. Really? Because I look back and I think Harry was very much in love and very happy, actually, with his former girlfriends. And now he looks miserable.
Yes. Well, it's very interesting, isn't it? Because less than a week ago, she was saying she didn't know them, she'd hardly been there. But I wonder whether Eugenie, her daughter, told her to boost it up because she's friendly with them, or they told her. But she was actually full of praise, how wonderful they are, saying ludicrous things. I think it was a bit like a magic story in a family that actually she sort of thinks she'd like to write about, which is not true at all. But I think she felt that Diana would be very, very proud of the two children. How would she know that if she doesn't even know them? And also...
Do you think that's true?
Well, no,
I
was going to say, absolutely, Diana would be horrified that they hadn't seen their paternal family, because although she didn't work well for her in the royal family, she did absolutely love it, and she was brought up to be very respectful, and she was. So that's a very odd thing to say.
She never attacked the institution.
Never. No.
And Diana would be utterly mortified at the idea of Harry, who was meant to be there in her mind as a constant support for Prince William before he became king, with Harry actually trying to destroy his reputation.
Yeah, she would have actually got their heads and banged them together. Yeah. She would be so upset, because her whole life was based on the fact that she wanted them to be close, and they were very close. Harry said to me when I was writing his biography, every year they got closer and closer, and they could really feel they could say anything to each other, and now it's just horrendous. The other thing about a good wife or any partner is that you help them overcome things. Yeah. And Meghan has not done that. I mean, I think she should have said, "Don't talk about drugs, my darling, because you might find it difficult to get back into America. You know, don't actually look as if you're incredibly unhappy. What can I do to help cheer you up?" But he looks worse and worse. He looks quite ill. He looks as if there's nothing going on inside him. Whereas I was looking some pictures that I took of him in 2018, and his face was full, he was happy, and also the nonsense that he's had love more than any other love he's had before. I mean, he's infatuated by her, but he was very happy with his previous girlfriend, who was out with for 8 years, and he wrote to his father, Chelsea Davy, and he wrote to his father to say, "This is the one, she's the one for me." And Charles wrote back, this is what Harry told me, Charles wrote back and said, "Go easy. Don't go..." He was very young, don't rush for it. You know, take it easy, life changes. Actually, he would... Exactly.
What a shame. I mean, if he had married Chelsea, he would probably have been a much happier, more content person still in the royal family today. Is it true, Angela, that you say Harry is quite obviously scared of Meghan?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I think it's well known that Meghan is delightful unless you say something she doesn't want you to say, and then she's really scary. And I think he is frightened of her, because the way he looks at her, he doesn't want to say something if she wants to speak. If she wants to talk to someone before him, he steps back. He's very nervous. And I think that she commands it all, quite obviously, because this is not the Harry he was a few years ago. And the only reason he's not like that is he's following the requests of Meghan. He said himself, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. And that's what it's like. And it's a tragedy, really, because I think that he lets her say and do things that anyone else would say, no, this isn't how it works, this isn't wrong.
And we have to be honest, the Sussex's PR team has clearly gone into overdrive here. They didn't like the fact that Fergie was distancing herself from Meghan. Clearly there's been a word in her ear, say something nice about them.
Yeah.
As you say, it may have come via Eugenie, because we know how close Eugenie is with the pair. But I'd actually like to know Fergie's real views about the Sussexes, because I think what we've seen here is the PR spin, Angela.
Yeah, I think the first time she said it, that was her. I mean, but we don't know, because Meghan said to Oprah Winfrey, she taught me how to curtsy in 2016 when I was going to see the Queen. Now, that's very odd, because, you know, if they talked and they had a meal together afterwards in the Windsor Lodge with Prince Andrew.
Yeah, but
so
it makes
no... I think all that was... She wasn't that keen. She believes in family, Fergie.
And I have a feeling Fergie was operating on the concept of, if you don't have something nice to say about your family members, don't say anything at all. And that's why she was trying to distance herself, because, of course, she'll be very disappointed at the way that Harry and Meghan have both tried to attack Prince Andrew as well.
But you have to say about her that even though they're divorced, they are a close family, and the girls still love her and all that. So she's done that very well, and she believes very strongly in that. She adored the Queen, who she said was a much better mother than her own mother. So I think she would be horrified by what they've done, to be so rude for her when she was so ill.
No, I'd like to have an off-the-record conversation with Fergie, actually, to hear what she really thinks.
Good idea.
Angela Levin. We will speak next week, Angela. Thank you so much.